Ladies, please listen.
Have you ever thought for a second? And I'm speaking from a man's perspective, so anyone that understands this, please share and like this video. A lot of men could be in relationships and every bit of feel so alone. Alone emotionally to the point where they feel like they can't express themselves and talk about the emotional problems they have in their mind. See, when a man is pursuing greater self, it becomes a lot of pressure. When everything is like the world feel like it's crumbling in on you. Now understand, as a man, we're taught not to speak. We're taught not to talk about what we're going through. We're taught not to allow ourselves to feel. But I'm gonna tell you, as a man, I'm tired of not feeling. I feel pressure. I feel stress. I feel aggravated. I feel every emotional that you could possibly think of. I feel it. At moments, I start worrying. I get anxiety. Everything starts kicking in. And it seems like at these moments, a man could be in a relationship, but every bit of feels so alone. Why do I say alone? Because a lot of men aren't taught to express themselves, and now we hold back and hoard pain and trauma to the point where we start going crazy in our own minds, and then you're wondering why the person is acting out. I'm gonna tell you something, and it's gonna sound crazy to the mind that don't understand. Some men step out on their relationships because they use it as a means of escape. Some men do drugs because they use it as a means of escape. It's escaping the problems that's in their life. A lot of times, these men don't have the help mentally. So they run, they escape. And they're not told that they can speak up on these things, because if you speak up on these things, you're considered weak or soft or a coward. So I decided today to allow myself to be vulnerable. I'm a very alpha male. I fight. I challenge myself. I push myself. But sometimes the pressure gets a little overbearing. You can come home or you can call family members and you can still feel every bit of so alone. A lot of men feel alone. And people don't understand this because it seems like we talk about how you have help. But men, do we really have help? A man can't just throw in his hand when life pressures get too much. A man can't just use his looks to get money to help him pay bills, right? We talking about logic and reality. The pressures of being a man. A woman could just put on a nice dress and every bit of feels so like she's done so much. But a man is measured based on what he's accomplished. What if a man feel like he's working hard and things are not working in his favor? What about those men? See, I talk and I speak for the men that you're not seeing that's trying, that the men that are giving effort, the men that want more, but the things are just overbearing and they have so much obstacles in the way of them achieving. What about these men? See, I understand. And I want to tell you something. A man could be in a relationship and never feel so alone because this man hasn't been allowed to be vulnerable with you, right? A lot of times men aren't looked at as being vulnerable. Vulnerability is a sign of weakness, but it's really not. It's being human and being able to express yourself. Because a lot of times when men do express themselves, a lot of women throw it back in their face when they get upset. So a lot of men harbor and hoard feelings. And one day, they ultimately explode. Don't let that go over your head.